Hello students, welcome to Nilachal Polytechnic. We are continuing with the video lecture class of third chapter, two-dimensional stress system of strength of material. Here in this video, we will continue with the determination of tangential stress, normal stress and resultant stress on an oblique plane of a body subject to direct stresses and shear stresses along the two mutual perpendicular directions. As we know that x-axis of the body and y-axis of the body both are perpendicular to each other, hence these are known as your mutual perpendicular direction. As shown in the figure, we have taken a body ABCD is acted upon by stress along x direction sigma x, along y direction sigma y and complementary shear stress along the side BC, BC, BA and DA. What is the meaning of complementary shear stress? We know that as shown in the figure, the shear stresses are acting along the vertical direction as well as along the horizontal direction. On the side DC, we are having shear stress and side BA there is a shear stress. The two shear stresses are acting along the horizontal plane, making the turning of body ABCD along the clockwise direction. While this time there are two shear stresses along DA and BC. These shear stresses causing the turning of body in a anti-clockwise direction. For the equilibrium of body, the clockwise movement of the shear stress, anti-clockwise movement of the shear stress, both will be equal. Now we have to go for study that what is the complementary shear stress along side DC, along BC, BA and DA. As the body ABCD is acted upon by the stresses, shear stress and sigma x and sigma y, there may be a failure takes place at the oblique plane MN and they are parted with AMND and BMNC. The oblique plane MN is making an angle of theta with the major plane or vertical plane. Our aim is to find out the normal stress and tangential stress along the oblique plane. Here we have taken LMN is the triangular body. Take it to outside. We will have the upper one figure. This is LMN body, triangular cross section. Now we are having MN is the inclined plane, LM is the horizontal side, LN is the vertical side. This is the base of the triangle, this is the perpendicular of the triangle and this is the hypotenuse of the triangle. We know that tangential stress is tau and normal stress is sigma m. These are acted upon the side NM having thickness 1. So the tangential force is obtained as tau Mn into 1, normal stress as sigma n Mn into 1. Both are intersecting with each other at an angle of 90 degree. We are having sigma y along the vertical direction, sigma x along the horizontal direction. The sigma x is acting upon the NL side having thickness 1. So force is equal to sigma x NL into 1. Along the ML, the sigma y is acting having thickness 1. So force is equal to sigma y Lm into 1. Two shear stresses like tau xy is acting upon the Lm area. So Lm into 1. So tau xy Lm into 1. This is your shear force along Lm. Along the vertical direction, shear stress tau xy is applied, and that is shear force is equal to tau xy NL into 1. To find out the value of normal stress and tangential stress, all these four forces are to be resoluted along the tangential direction and along the vertical direction. Take this figure to outside. We are having the free body diagram. This is the normal direction, sigma n mn into 1. This is the tangential direction, that is tau mn into 1. Sigma y Lm into 1 and tau xy Lm into 1 forces, these are making an angle of theta. Sigma nl into 1 and tau xy Lm into 1, they are making an angle of 90 minus theta. So as shown in the figure, we are having, this is the line for sigma y Lm into 1 and tau xy Lm into 1. This is the line for shear stresses tau xy Lm into 1 and sigma x NL into 1. We have to resolute these two forces along the vertical direction and horizontal direction. For horizontal direction, if they are resoluted, then sigma x NL into 1 cos 90 minus theta, so sin theta. Tau xy Lm into 1 cos 90 minus theta, that is sin theta. Again, sigma Ln into 1 tau xy Lm into 1 resoluted along the normal direction, that is obtained as sigma x NLL sin 90 minus theta cos theta, tau xy Lm into 1 sin 90 minus theta, that is cos theta. Similarly, sigma y Lm into 1 tau xy Ln into 1 forces are resoluted along x direction or tangential direction. This is tau xy Ln into 1 cos theta, sigma y Lm into 1 cos theta. Resoluted along the normal direction, it is tau xy NL into 1 sin theta, sigma y Lm into 1 sin theta. The normal stress acting upon the inclined plane can be obtained by resoluting the forces along the normal direction. In one term, it is sigma n mn into 1 should be equal to the sum of these forces, that is sigma x NL plus into 1 cos theta, tau xy Lm into 1 cos theta, tau xy Ln into 1 sin theta, sigma I Lm into 1 sin theta. For tangential direction, tau mn into 1 should be equal to sigma x LL into 1 sin theta, tau xy Lm into 1 sin theta minus tau xy Ln into 1 cos theta minus sigma y Lm into 1 cos theta. Now go for the calculation of normal stress. So as earlier discussed, we are having sigma n mn into 1 is equal to sigma x NL into 1 cos theta, tau xy Lm into 1 cos theta plus tau xy NL into 1 sin theta plus sigma y Lm into 1 sin theta. So 1 cancel out in each term. Mn will be divided on the right side term. So sigma x NL by Mn cos theta, tau xy Lm by Mn cos theta, tau xy NL by Mn sin theta, sigma y Lm by Mn sin theta. Now you are getting that NL by Mn is known as your cos theta, so sigma x cos square theta. Tau xy Lm by Mn means sin theta, so tau xy sin theta. Again another is tau xy NL by Mn is cos theta, so tau xy cos theta sin theta. So both are added, So we are getting 2xy sin theta cos theta. Sigma y, here Lm by Mn is sin theta, so sigma y sin square theta. Sigma x cos square theta plus sigma y sin square theta plus 2 tau xy sin theta into cos theta. In earlier classes, we are going to study that sigma x cos square theta plus sigma y sin square theta is equal to sigma x plus sigma y 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y 2 into cos 2 theta plus tau xy 2 sin theta cos theta as sin 2. In this way, we are getting normal stress as sigma x plus sigma y 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Go for the calculation of tangential stresses. So tangential stress will be obtained by resolution of the forces along the tangential direction. We are getting tau mn1 plus tau xy nl into 1 cos theta plus sigma y lm into 1 cos theta is equal to sigma x nl into 1 sin theta plus tau xy lm into 1 sin theta. So already we have discussed this is the three forces sum will be equal to the sum of two forces. So that is here I have written. Now for calculation of shear stress, all the 1 will be cancelled out. Now Mn will be divided in each term of the forces. So first of all, sigma x nl by mn sin theta, tau xy lm by mn sin theta. It will be minus to right side. It will be minus to right side. Tau xy nl by mn cos theta, sigma y lm by mn cos theta. So nl by mn cos theta into sin theta, tau xy lm into mn होता है sin theta into sin theta, minus tau xy nl by mn cos theta, so cos theta into cos theta, sigma y lm by mn sin theta into cos theta. So the next term will be sigma s cos theta sin theta, tau xy sin square theta, tau xy cos square theta minus sigma y sin theta cos theta. So now take the terms as tau xy one term, sigma x and sigma y one term. We are having sigma x cos theta sin theta minus sigma y sin theta cos theta. Minus of tau xy will be common, cos square theta minus sin square theta. So we are having cos square theta minus sin square theta is equal to cos 2 theta. So tau xy cos 2 theta. Now multiplying 2 and dividing 2, we are getting sigma x minus sigma y 2 sin theta cos theta is sin 2 theta minus tau cos square theta minus sin square theta as cos 2 theta. In this way, finally we are getting that sigma x minus sigma y 2 sin 2 theta minus tau xy cos 2 theta. In next classes, we are going to find out that what is the value of the normal stress, tangential stress and resultant stress on a body while the body is applied with sigma x along the x direction, sigma y stress along y direction and tau xy along the counterclockwise or counter anticlockwise direction. We have to use these formulas like sigma n is equal to sigma x plus sigma y 2 plus sigma x minus sigma y 2 cos 2 theta plus tau xy sin 2 theta. Again shear stress is equal to tau xy cos 2 theta will be minus and sigma x minus sigma y 2 by 2 sin 2 theta minus 2 tau xy cos 2 theta. In this way, we are getting the value of shear stress and normal stress on a body. Thank you all.